Our lesson today goes in conjunction with our readings. It is titled On Concreteness of Faith. As Christians, we are called to concreteness, since we cannot be in union with Jesus and walk in darkness. We cannot be in a grey area between the two. We choose to be in the light, to live in the truth, and to be honest, denying the power of the darkness, the lies and dishonesty the evil uses to call out to people. The danger with the grey area is that the grey makes you think that you are walking in the light, because you are not in the darkness, and this soothes you. The grey area, in this sense, is then treacherous. If we say we are without sin, we deceive ourselves. However, we tend to admit that we are sinners out of habit, in the same way that we say good morning. But we often do not express the concreteness that should accompany the admission of our sinfulness. The truth is always concrete, as opposed to lies that cannot be defined. Being concrete involves saying, I did this, or I thought that way, and not trying to excuse, rationalize, or justify ourselves during confession. Little children have the gift of being concrete. Sometimes it is their downfall. They haven't yet the ability to see anything but the concrete. They do not have the ability or the skill yet to rationalize, to equivocate, to dissemble. But this grace of the concrete, as we've discussed before, is the same reason that Jesus blessed the Father for hiding these things from the learned and the clever and revealing to the little ones. During confession, the simplicity of children makes them say things exactly as they are. They may tell you the whole story of what occurred, but if you caution them to tell you only the truth, they will tell you every little thing. But it will be every little thing only from their perspective, and the story will not be linear in any way, shape, or form. Concreteness brings us to humility, because humility is concrete. To say that all of us are sinners is very abstract. When we admit that we are sinners, we should be able to give the reason for that admission, in what manner we sinned most recently, or the most frequent sin. For instance, my most frequent sin is a lack of humility or pride, and for that I work very, very hard. But it inevitably bites me on the bottom, at least once a day, if I've opened my mouth at all. In that way, we feel the reality of our sins and come to Jesus for forgiveness and to regain his love. This is the true aptitude of a sinner. The spiritual life is not complicated, but what we make of it, created a lot of shades of grey. Like 2,000, not just 50. The devil wants us to be tepid and to live in a grey area that is neither good nor bad, neither white nor black, neither hot nor cold. For when in the grey area, you are not passionate about your faith, you aren't speaking about it with any sort of passion, and you aren't actively living it, because it's just included in the generalized apathy of meh. We therefore need concreteness so as not to become liars. Just like Peter after the miraculous catch of fish, concreteness should move us to recognize our sin, get down on our knees and say, "Leave me, Lord, for I am a sinful person." Noting this is what I said when he gave me my great gift of the excision of that portion of my brain, the amygdala, which controls fear. I was on my knees sobbing, saying, "Please, Lord, please, you can't mean this for me. I am such a sinner. I am such a horrible, horrible sinner. You can't mean this for me." And he says, "Who better than you?" Let us ask the Lord for the grace of simplicity, that he might grant us the grace that he gives to the simple and to the children who say what they feel, even if others call it wrong. May we all know concretely who we are before God. And may we all understand we all are accepted and loved exactly as we are by Christ.